Hello everyone. My name is Arpit Raj and I am a student of from NITI IM19 section A. I am here to talk about concepts and application of the subject Principle of Management taught to us in the first module by Professor T. Prasad. Now this course offered to us an innovative methodology of learning based on application of theory in practical examples. Now, moreover, the concept of the blog, which we had to share with the outside world, now gave us an opportunity to share our own learning uh, across the entire education domain. Now, through this course, we explored the phases of management and applied them to life examples, which helped us build on a strong foundation in understanding the subject. During our very first session, we were introduced to the tower building exercise using square blocks in which we were asked to set the goals for the number of blocks which could for the number of blocks which will be able to place before the structure falls. Now we had to put each block on the top of another with just one hand, which would be our wrong hand. Now a student which was randomly chosen had himself who had himself set the target as 10. Now the practical exercise yielded a value of 80. Now the observations, few interesting observations were noted down in regard to the experiment. Now some of the students ambitiously predicted more value than the attained goal. Now this particular thing is very suited for the manager because it will help the organization to achieve a higher target than it was already attained. Now many predicted a value less than the what was achieved. Now this is unsuited as it may lead to underachievement of the full capacity. Now, when the experiment was asked to be performed again, but only on the condition that the person who was making the tower will be blindfolded, many of the students decreased their predicted value from the earlier case. A few students did maintain the same value, but only one student did increase his value. Now, this, as said by our own professor, this particular thing is highly suited for a manager because it would help you achieve a target which is even beyond your own capacity. Now, thus in this exercise, we were introduced to the concept of different type of performance for accomplishing goals and categorizing people based on the performance as backfolders, maintainers, and progressive minds. Next, we were introduced to the concept of the valley crossing curve, now which comprised of a step-by-step process of crossing the valley. Now, this particular exercise was performed by in a group of 3 members. Now, task was given to the group was switched from left side to right side. Now, direct jumping was considered as fatal and therefore it was prohibited. Now, in this, the basic motto of the task was to make the students understand the importance of teamwork, organization, and management through experiencing the task in a live example. Now, the POM concepts which were highlighted in this exercise were interlocking roles, the conceptual skills, cooperation, and most importantly, coordination. Now, through this concept, we were introduced to the roles of the manager, who is assigning the task to the 3 people in crossing the valley. Now, limitations of the manager were also discussed, and several methods which was suggested by various students for valley crossing tasks. Now, further, we moved on to the course to discuss excellence. Excellence, as said by our professor, was a multiplication of the efficiency and effectiveness which contributes to the overall organization. Now, these terms are clearly understood with the help of the tower building exercise, as we have discussed earlier. Now, then we came to the concept of theory X and theory Y managers and various scenarios in which it can be put. Now, the theory X, theory Y managers, they work on various assumptions. Like the theory X manager works on the assumption that his employees are lazy, they lack self-ambition, they work only on mere security. While the theory Y managers works on the assumption that the employees are self-motivated, determined, they have the capability to be creative, innovative, and thus these two particular class of managers apply. They deal with the employees as if these assumptions are true. Now, the tower building exercise which was performed by my classmates, these in which they succeeded in building a human tower with the help of my 5 people. Now, the main concept here was the making sure was that the load was distributed properly so that the tower can stand. Now, more importantly, the independence and the distribution of load were clearly understood when we really saw the task with our own eyes. Now, the way the risk was minimized with the help of structure was excellent to be observed. Now, we was exposed. Moreover, we were exposed to the problem solving and creativity exercises with the help of the our own ring toy exercise, which was available in the NITI campus. And it also helped us to understand how a simple and systematic approach can lead to a solving of any complex problem. Now, our professor asked us to do the research and write a case study about any company of our liking, and do research about its market, its vision, its mission, its goals, its history, its work culture, and most importantly, the SWOT analysis. Now, I did my case study on GE, the huge electric giant, which gave me an opportunity to also understand the nuances of the business. Finally, the video on the three Chinese monks, which focused on productivity and teamwork, it also enlightened us the various work methods and planning required in order to accomplish a task, as well as importance of innovation in the world of management. Now, the video also helped us in the understanding and analyzing the method to tackle deviant human behavior effectively and to design work process accordingly. Now, overall, we had a great learning exposure and the opportunity to learn about the principles of management through these innovative methods of teaching followed by Mr. Prasad. The best thing about the course that we got to learn a lot of things, which a successful manager would should know. Most importantly, now the best thing which I liked in particular about the poem was my blogs. Now, this particular thing did help all of us, but most importantly, in me individually, to explore the domains of my knowledge beyond all bounds, and to share also that particular knowledge with the outside world. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Ms. Dr. Prasad for taking this course for us and for leading us in such an innovative and creative way. Thank you, sir.